Welcome everyone! We are the Grin Brothers and we're continuing our playthrough of Battleborn. And I realised I didn't bother to check any of the things, any of the comment subjects. Don't suppose you have anything you want to talk about? I mean, I have a list of things, but
I've been playing more Tag Force.
oh yeah, I've also done a little bit of Yu-Gi-Oh! Tag Force, although mine was 2. Yeah, actually, you haven't mentioned before that you've been playing Tag Force at all, actually.
Have I not?
No, not to anyone here.
Oh. I accidentally downloaded the wrong perfectly legal copy of the game. I wanted to play Yu-Gi-Oh! The one that I used to play.
Oh gosh, they've got a good range on them.
I wanted to play the Yu-Gi-Oh! Game that I played when I was... Is young the right term? I don't know. The one I used to play on the
PSP.
That one, yeah. I was trying to think of a funny, but everything's just sad instead.
What?
Sony just left the console to die.
No, they actually supported the PSP for a long time. The PS Vita is what you mean. PS Vita was left to die. PSP was supported well to its end.
Yeah. Regardless, Sony handheld Yu-Gi-Oh! I meant to download the one that I used to play and downloaded the first one when I was after the second one.
Because Raph is criminal scum.
No, Liam, I downloaded it perfectly legally. Just very legally.
The most legal way of doing illegal things.
You can tell that I downloaded it legally because I'm telling you I did it legally. The game's very weird in the way it's structured, and by that I mean it's poorly structured.
They certainly made some improvements with Tag Force 2.
Like, you start off without a tag force.
Which is ironic, given that's the perfect name of the game.
And it's basically a dating sim.
A dating sim involving sandwiches.
Yeah, where the only option is to give people sandwiches.
Also, it probably seems more like that because, of course, despite knowing that her AI and deck are completely useless, you once again just immediately went for Alexis.
Yes.
No hesitation.
Her AI is so bad. She's awful.
And yet you still went with her, despite having experienced this in Tag Force 2. What, did you think they somehow got her AI right the first game and then messed it up the second?
Titties.
There were 2 reasons.
Well, no, part of it is I just feel like obliged to do it. It's like, well, I used Alexis before, I'll use her again. You know? A mistake. She's so awful. But I guess it kind of makes it fun. You know, trying to actually fight with Alexis.
Yeah, mine was Blair, but admittedly I went with Blair because I couldn't have Bastion in the because you could only choose out of 8 characters at the start of the original, of the second game.
Yeah.
But they did have you start off with your Tag Force.
Yeah, whereas this one you have to earn your Tag Force partner, which I guess kind of makes sense.
On the plus side, it does mean you can actually choose anyone effectively because you get to. Our trap's doing really well. You get to just choose who you want. You can choose some characters who only pop up later.
Yeah.
Like Dark Magician Girl, you can get her, but if you wait long enough.
Yeah.
Okay, using the healing beam on allies reduces biosynthesis cooldown. Increases the duration of biosynthesis effect. Well, although I've been using the healing beam more in this case, I feel that I don't use it that often. You're usually too far away. We usually split up a lot, so...
I guess I'm down here again. Yeah, so...
The turrets are doing good work. In fact, the turrets are barely damaged at all. It's kind of interesting.
It's because they're in a very good spot.
Yeah, and I think my repair drone's been doing work. I'm not sure.
Yeah, the repair drone tends to just walk off.
Actually?
I think it's dead. I think my turret. Yeah, both our drones are dead.
Okay. There should be a bigger icon for it, frankly.
Yeah, no, so...
Yeah, just to start things off with actually, no, not damaged at all. And for some reason, the mushroom seems to disappear after a while as well.
Yes, it only lasts so long.
Luckily, poison should take care of these enemies for a while. I just pushed him back into the stun.
Boom.
But yes, your quest to totally play along with Alexis and nothing else.
I mean, in my defense, it's not my fault the way that they word it. It's also kind of weird just how much she likes her brother.
Well, her brother did go missing. It probably made it more of a sort of, man, I miss him, because she doesn't pay too much attention to him after that, you know, when he comes back.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, to be fair, he is hilarious when he comes back, but I can imagine he'd be quite annoying.
People don't normally...
Hey, you almost ended the world just in trying to help Chaz set up a date!
People don't normally blush when they're talking about their brother.
Oh, about that, apparently the Japanese think blushing is a form of admiration when you admire someone.
That's weird.
Because people were trying to explain why Go constantly blushes towards Ash in the new Pokemon anime.
Okay.
And apparently I'm not sure how common it is, but some cultures see blushing as when you admire someone.
Yeah, that's definitely not how it comes across.
Yeah. No offense, it didn't come that way across in the anime with Go either.
No. Doesn't
help that Go is just 100% a trap. There's actually some funny comics I've seen, which is basically all about Go being such a trap. To the point where, like, you got his score bunny is in this little comic sort of like infatuated with him and thinking he's a girl. And you got this, it's just this little scene where he's trying to give the score bunny a bath, and the score bunny's just like trying to deny reality. To the point of just jumping out the window rather than looking.
Yeah, they really did just draw a female character and then went, no, it's a man.
Like, there's apparently a female character as part of the Pokemon anime, but from what I've generally seen, that she doesn't really appear much.
She seems like,
because it is really a case of Ash and Go are the two shared protagonists, and she just like is occasionally there.
Yeah. Boom.
But But anime not giving the female characters much to do? That never happens.
Heard of that before. Slam.
Oh, damn it, my range of that is terrible.
Do not fear. El Dragon is here.
You know, the circle actually is very convenient to use every now and again, because it does give them... It
knocks back. Yeah,
which is really convenient for Miko. Because by the time, before they can recover, you do manage to get a few hits off on them first with the poison needles.
We've got another elevator to take. Also, Miko's head being red is very annoying because it looks like an enemy on the minimap. So
Alexis is crushing her brother whilst you're trying to convince her to go with you instead by sandwiches.
Well, the thing is, like, her level 7 event bit that gets her to join you, because you have to duel them all to finally convince them.
Did you already check the other side?
Yeah, I went that side.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, there's a thing we need to break.
Okay.
Somewhere? What the hell is that? I guess we just created a jump pad?
Fair enough.
Oh no, what? We need to stand here now.
Yeah, the thing...
I guess we just turn it on? I don't know. Yeah, no. To get Alexis to join you, I walked up to her while she was in the classroom, and she just screamed Atkus's name at me. And she was like, oh no, it's just you. Can we have a duel? And I was like, sure, I guess. And then she started talking about how I dueled like her brother.
Wait, hold on. How did you duel?
She said, the way you duel reminds me of my brother. That's why I think of him when I look at you, despite the fact that you're the same age as me. She says the entire time, blushing, which is very confusing.
Okay, let's see. If we're talking the anime, Atticus' dueling sense is all love and marriage themed cards.
Yeah.
Ironically, he'd actually partnered pretty well with Blair in terms of the deck usage. And the way he duels in the games, it's Blizzard Idol, and it's mostly really, really, really powerful, quick to summon cards with few effects. Like he has that 2,000 attack wall warrior card.
Yeah, stupid gene bender.
Yeah, 2,000 attack power, warrior defense, and he has he basically has a deck of like Luster Dragon, Vorse Raider, those sort of cards.
Yeah.
Which are...
do you know what deck I used? I used my mill deck. I'm pretty sure I just sat there with Destiny Hero Defender lined up on the field until I drew my Chainsaw Insect.
Let's see. Lingers Longer or Larger Cloud? I'm terrible aim. I'm going to go with Larger Cloud.
So I kind of laughed at that, and also was very...
You thought of such bravery, like a Machop.
And
because you are one. Brave!
I was just confused the entire time. I have no idea how my playstyle even made her remotely think of Atticus. I have no idea why she was blushing the entire time.
Or it turns out that in this, Atticus is just a complete coward. He was also a coward who just made sure that Yu-Gi-Oh! Wasn't fun for anyone.
There's just so many questions. Why did Midney and Jasmine just sit and watch this entire ordeal and not say a single thing? We were in the middle...
Yeah, usually Jasmine is usually trying to be a bitch to you.
Like, we had literally just finished class, and I just walked up to talk to her as I casually carried the cat with me. Because, to be fair, that is the most accurate part of the game. It's a dating sim where everyone reacts better to you if you have a cat with you. And if that's not just real life, then I don't know what is.
Also, the best way to get to people's hearts is through their stomach.
Yeah.
Also very true to real life.
It's very accurate, to be
Break
honest.
into someone's house and feed them a sandwich. That's how you do it.
I can't break into their houses. The only people's rooms you can break into is to Slifer Red dorms. It's also very weird because Blair does share a room with someone, and that guy just doesn't realise that Blair's not a man. And I think
yeah, that's actually kind of funny. I could technically still team up with Blair.
And I think the way that they
game.
pair it up, the way they kind of excuse it, is the person she shares a room with does not care about anything. He just sits and reads his books. He doesn't even like dueling. When you duel him, he's like, sure, I guess. And then afterwards, he's like, cool, now I can get back to reading.
Why are you a Duel Academy?
It's like, okay, I respect you. You actually have hobbies.
Yeah, but if you duel someone and they're not interested in even doing the duel, you got to question whether they're trying to get a career in dueling.
Oh, if I've got a sprint melee button? That's the drop kick attack. God, El Dragon's got so many options, and they're all bad. Yeah, no, so, yeah, like, that was very awkward. Not as awkward as giving her a sandwich, because your character walks up to her, hands her a sandwich. Like, considering I'd literally just met her, I walked up to her with a sandwich, handed it to her, and she's, oh, cool, a sandwich, thanks. A pretty normal response. ... Oh, you want me to eat it now? Your character stares in silence, unblinking.
You know, Valentine's Day is popping up, so I hope people are taking down
What
tips.
the hell is the aim on that enemy?
What enemy? Why do I hear a sniper shot going off?
That guy.
Holy heck. His shot curves.
He...
Also, it takes me forever to get over there, whereas you got there in a second. I blinked and you were there.
Yeah, to be fair, that's really all El Dragon can do.
He can get closer to death.
Literally, yeah. Yeah, no, and then she's like, sure, I guess I can eat it. You do this with pretty much everyone as well. You just walk up to them, hand them a sandwich, and expect them to eat it in front of you.
So, do they grade the different characters then, in terms of, because, like, characters have, of course, story sequences to them when you unlock hearts. So, are there certain characters who just are listed as either... Like, I'm not sure. I've never gotten to the point where I could play through with a generic character. Like, what happens with the story sequence there? You know, any idea? Or can you not team up with generic characters in this game?
Generic characters is always a post-game thing.
Okay.
You have to beat the game once round, and then you can team up with anyone you want.
But named characters, like even the secondary named characters, like the teachers or Dark Magician Girl and Blair and Blair.
I believe you can just team up with Dark Magician Girl anyway.
Yeah, because.
But you have to wait for it to be available. But you have to wait for Chaz to be available.
Yeah, and maybe that makes sense in Tag Force 1.
Zane, apparently, is one of the only characters where you have to get friendship up with other people before you can have him on your team.
Is this another spawn mission?
Yes.
Okay. Where are some things for me
I
to
think I set them all up.
Well, I can get a drone.
Yes, drone, actually.
I have 2,337. So... You have a drone, or...?
No, not yet. I'll go build one as well. I think they're up here. I don't like the way our dragon runs.
I still have not found it. It's over your side.
Yeah. Zane also is the only character that likes plain sandwiches. He just eats bread.
What drone did you go with?
Temporal?
Repair it is. Give him a healer, it kind of fits.
Yeah, and you're more likely to stay near the traps.
Mm.
Should we end the episode so it doesn't overrun?
Yeah, I guess, sure.
I'll talk more about Tag Force later.
And your many dating tips.
Yeah, your character's a complete weirdo. He just walks up to people and hands them a sandwich and stares at them whilst they eat it.
I mean, to be fair, this is an academy where people don't live in their houses, get out of their houses at 5:30.
Oh yeah, you wake up at like 5:30 in the morning. Do you know what your bedtime is? Like the forced bedtime for your character.
8 o'clock?
Midnight. Your character gets 5 hours of sleep tops.
They are just that dedicated to dueling.
They're a sociopath, Liam.
That's my hours,
no,
you know?
Liam, there is no other explanation. They walk up to people, never speak, they don't say a word, they hand them a sandwich, watch them eat it, beat the living hell out of them in a duel, because apparently people like losing.
Look, that's not too different from me, except I don't give the sandwich, I take the sandwich. But
whilst carrying a cat 24/7, then they leave, sit and wait for class, talk to you again with a cat by not saying anything. The most you say is the word hobbies, dueling, the academy, rumours. Also, that's your how you hit on people / talk to them. That is the only 3 things you're allowed to talk about. Dueling, academy, hobbies. Who? Actually tell me, who in their right mind walks up to someone that they're trying to hit on / be friends with, and at school, and says, "Hey, want to talk about school?" Not
smooth.
Not what we learn, just the school itself. Really nice architecture here, isn't it? I really like the giant fences that close us in. Well, I guess in Duel Academy it's... I really like the abandoned buildings that may or may not kill us if we go to them. That has no security and is just left in
I
the
like
forest.
the evil gods we keep in an office in the Chancellor's of
Also a big fan of the volcano. The active volcano with real lava that could kill us. That doesn't have any handrails.
What do you think about the dueling ghost which haunts the power plant here?
There's no safety rails on the volcano.
Or the wild crazy man who comes out of the woods to steal sandwiches.
Yeah, no, it's funny because they explain nothing. You just walk into the shop and there's this giant half-naked man stood next to Dorothy by the sandwich cart. And he is there every morning. And he doesn't leave till after class, which thankfully he doesn't attend. And then he just walks back into the forest and stands there. But even funnier, there's like some people that like talk about him like, "Oh, I heard there's this mysterious wild man." It's like, he's not mysterious. I challenged him to a duel on the first day. He just stands by the sandwich cart. There's nothing mysterious about him. If anything, I'm more curious about the guy that sits in the abandoned dorm every day.
I look like I've got cat ears.
You do. I don't know why you've got cat ears.
Okay, you know what? Because this is going on longer than thought. Cheerio!
See ya. Like, comment, subscribe.